Hey everybody, I was sitting there as promised. I was going to do a video on VA claims, how it works, what you need to be looking for, and how to understand the ratings that they give you. So when you go through and do the VA claim, you do have some forms that you fill out. You go through, put in all information, what you're going to claim, how it occurred, and how it relates to your military service. Now, a lot of people will go through, put it in, and just submit it through the VA themselves. Unfortunately, when you do that, you have some 20-year-old kid that's going through college, just working at the VA to get through their mess. So they're not going to look through look for anything, no medical records or anything like that you have that could actually, back up your claims or anything else you got going on. So it is up to you to provide the information that you need for those claims. Now, when you're going through and getting those, you can actually do like letters with civilian doctor if you have them. They call it a nexus letter, which basically is their opinion of what happened, when it happened, and why it happened. And the VA will actually use that as evidence. Get out of here, chickens. And they will use that as evidence to try to link to everything. And then you could also give the VA access to be able to pull records as they need, which they won't. Now, once you do get your form sent in, I do recommend using the nonprofit that I work with, which is the DAV. And we go through, we'll set up time, actually help the veteran with filling out paperwork, get it submitted, and those sorts of things. Once you do hear back from the VA, they will go through, set up different claims so you can go get checked out at the VA center or civilian provider, depending on what they got lined up. Now, when you go through there, a lot of people just want to try to do the same thing they did while they're in the military, kind of discount it, not really think of it as being as bad as it is, but you got to be honest with them. So if you're not being honest when you're doing the claim, and they're not going to help you get your issues fixed. So you got to be honest with them when you're talking to them and tell them what's going on. Once you get back a rating decision, they'll either agree to a certain percentage of what it is that you have wrong with you, and they'll give you a percentage based on that. If you get over 30%, you are going to be covered from the VA for like all of your medical issues that you got. And if you get to 100%, then you actually get provider. They'll provide some insurance for your dependents, which it honestly ain't worth shit. So don't even worry about that. Now, if you have multiple different things that you are claiming on the same, like through the VA, they will take the biggest one that you have. That'll be your biggest amount that you're going to get for your disability. Then every subsequent disability you got after that will actually be that percentage of what's left. So say you got rated for your back or anxiety for like 30%. Then you had another claim for anxiety on top of the back issue, which was 10%. They will give you 10% out of that 70%, which will put you at 35%. So it's harder to get to 100 base. They don't just add up like 10%, 30%, 40% and make it 100. So it's all proportionate. They go in proportions based on what you've claimed. Now, there are ways you can get it reevaluated. Like if you don't agree with their decision or anything like that, you could always file an appeal, which if they completely deny you for what it is and you actually do have issues with it, I recommend always going through and filing the appeal, so this way you can get help with that. The DAV also will help assist you with that as well. So, don't hesitate to reach out to myself or DAV chapter in your local area. So we can help people across the country, no matter where we're at, either online or, you know, via phone or something like that. Now, once you do get that claim rated, they will, after a certain amount of time, they will go through and do a reevaluation on you, basically to see if you still have the issue that you initially started with, or whether or not it's going to be permanent, or whether it's getting worse. So when you're going through it, make sure you go through any appointments they're telling you need to go through, so this way you can get the help you need and they don't take your benefits away. Because if they're telling you to go to appointments, you don't go to appointments, they're taking your benefits because apparently you don't need it. Now, if there's any other questions you guys have about the claims process, the claims themselves, benefits that actually apply to them, you know, feel free to reach out, ask questions, share this video with other people you know if they have questions about the claims process. And so the next video I'm looking at is actually going through and covering some of the benefit percentages, the GI Bill, you know, other things. So if you have any other questions or anything, feel free to comment or share the video or reach out to me anywhere you got me. All right. Yep. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully this helps you out some.